Thank you for visiting the Winter Garden Yoga YouTube channel. My name is Brian, and I am the founder and co-owner of Winter Garden Yoga. I've developed a system of yoga called functional yoga instruction. It's the only type of yoga out there where flexibility is not required. So if the images you've seen on social media of pretzel poses have scared you away from yoga, you're definitely in the right place. If you want to get strong and mobile through a safe practice of yoga, our method will definitely help you. We use muscles instead of gravity. We focus on slow, controlled movement, and as a result, you get more strength, more muscle tone, more mobility, and more confidence. So before we begin, I want you to free your mind of any preconceived notions of yoga you've had in the past. And when you're ready, grab your yoga mat and we'll get started. Awesome. Let's begin lying down on our tummies. We're going to try a position called the Sphinx pose. Now you're going to see, I'll turn to the camera to address you every now and then, but please do your best to keep your head, skull, face, neck neutral. Don't put yourself into these positions. Sphinx pose. We want to put about 20% of muscle tone in our legs, 20% of muscle tone in your glutes, and come up to your forearms, and we're going to hold and breathe just like a sphinx, just like the mythical Egyptian statue. Hold here and breathe here. Now as we're holding and breathing, push down a little bit with your arms. That's going to keep your shoulders stable. Keep your legs and your glutes toned, because that'll help protect your low back. And just breathe deeply in and out through your nose. If this gets to be too intense, you can come down here and rest on your tummy. Now let's hold here, Sphinx pose, for 3, 2, 1, and let's work our way into all fours. So we can go through some cats and cows. Double check that your hand is under your elbow, under your shoulder, knee under your hip. We're going to go really slow with these cats and cows, and we're going to try our best to go segment by segment. Do your best and follow along. Here we go. So we start neutral, a neutral spine. And first we're going to flex the spine. So first, do your best. Drop your chin towards your collarbone. Go kind of slow. Keep breathing shallowly. Once you have made contact with your collarbone, try to flex your spine. So you're slowly turning yourself into a Halloween cat. All the way down, tuck your tailbone between your legs. You're using all the front muscles, the anterior chain, all the muscles in the front of your body. Now we're going to slowly go the other way. Keep your spine flexed and slowly start to lift your skull. And now we go the other way. Slowly start to extend your spine from your rib cage all the way down until you're lifting your tailbone. Now you try to use all of the back muscles. Try to tuck your tailbone. Keep flexing. You're flexing your spine. You're using your anterior chain muscles, all the muscles in the front of your body, until the very, 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 very last second. You'll bring your chin to chest. Full flexed spine. Lift your tailbone. Keep lifting your tailbone. Keep extending your spine. Keep your chin tucked to the very, very, very last second. Breathing in and out through your nose. We get a full extended spine. Again, contracting all the muscles along your spine, the posterior chain. Gently come back to neutral and gently come to a seated position the easiest way possible. If it feels like you need to shake out your arms, go ahead and shake your arms out. Now from a seated position, any way you can, we're just going to look up and down. Keep your teeth closed and try to keep your ribs and your spine still. We just want to move the neck. So from this seated position, look up. Then look down. And just repeat this process a few times. Sometimes I'll put my hands on my rib cage to make sure I'm not lifting or lowering my ribs. Keeping your teeth closed. You don't have to gnash your teeth, but keeping your teeth closed helps to true up your mobility by keeping your jaw connected to your skull. Good. We'll face forward. Now I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to try what's called half butterfly pose. So half butterfly is also known as Janu Shirsasana A. Straighten your left leg as much as possible. Bend your right leg as much as possible. If you adjust your right foot, hold on by your ankle bone, please. That'll be safer for your knee. There's a tendency, it's very common to grab onto your foot to adjust yourself. Try not to do that. Use your ankle bone. If this is too much, if this is affecting your knee or if it's affecting any part of your body, you can put a yoga block under this knee if you need to, under your right knee, and you can bend your left leg as much as you need to. So if you need to pause the video and grab something and put under your right knee, go for it. Now if we're good to go, if your left leg is straight or not, do your best to pull your left foot back and pull your left toes back. And all we're going to try to do is sit up tall. That's it. Place your hands wherever you like and just sit up tall. So sitting up tall means make sure your hips are level. You're trying to feel that your seat is even on both sides. So you might need to lean to one side or use muscles a little bit more on one or the other side, etc. Once you feel even, try to get as tall as possible. You might even need to sit on a yoga block or two to take any sort of discomfort out of your low back. You just hold and breathe. Keep working your left toes back and keep working on getting taller. So even if your position looks like this, you're still pulling your toes back and getting tall. Hang in there for 3, 2, 1. Relax, and then we'll switch. Right leg goes straight, grabbing onto that left ankle, and adjust yourself accordingly. Check to make sure you feel balanced both sides. Make sure if you need a block under your left knee, that's okay. Make sure if you need to bend your right knee. Once you're set, sit up tall. Just hold and breathe. I am not pushing into my knees. You could sit like this if you want. In a way, it doesn't matter. What matters is what's going on with your legs. Keep pulling your foot back, keep pulling your toes back, and try to sit up tall. And it's okay to modify. It's okay if you put a block under your seat. It's okay if you kind of look like this. It's all good. As long as you're sitting up tall and breathing. Hang in there. For 3, 2, 1. And gently release. Now I'm going to turn and face the camera. You don't have to turn and face me. You could sit and face the same direction. we're going to try what's called butterfly. Butterfly pose is also called cobbler's pose. And similar in scope to half butterfly, make sure that you adjust your feet and your legs by grabbing onto your ankle bones. It's really important. You'll see this a lot. People grab onto their toes a lot. Try not to do that because that can affect your knee in a negative way. Grabbing the ankle bones is safer. So again, sitting up as tall as possible, blocks under your knees if you need them, blocks under your seat if you need them, and we just try to sit up tall and breathe, and that's it. Just hang in there and breathe. You are working on trying to sit up tall, shoulders down, hips level, chest lifting. If I don't sit up tall, you won't be able to read the words on my shirt. This is flexion. Remember we did all that extension? So we're trying to extend just a little bit while we sit up tall. Now hang in there for 3, 2, 1, and gently release. From here, let's straighten our left leg again. And we're going to bend the right knee. The right foot can stay kind of here on the inside of your left knee. If you have the mobility, you can bring your foot outside of your left knee. We're just trying to stretch the outside of the hip. This is completely acceptable. This is also acceptable. Whichever feels okay for you. Pull your left toes back. Pull your left foot back. This is your left arm. It comes around. You're trying to hook on to your right shin. Grab a kung fu grip here. Sit up tall. And you're trying to just pull your right knee to your left armpit. And breathe. Steady breathing. You might get a little bit of a rotation, and that's okay as long as it doesn't hurt. But we're really trying to stretch this outside part of the hip. Steady breathing. Sit up tall, squeeze. Keep pulling those toes back on your left leg. Hang in there. For 3, keep your shoulders down. 2, 1, gently release. And then we switch sides. Right leg straight, pull your right toes back, left foot flat on the ground on the inside or the outside of your right leg. Now I'm going to turn away from you so I can do the twist. Hook onto your shin, sit up tall, kung fu grip, pull your left knee to your right armpit. Breathe. Steady breathing. Trying to stretch the outside of your left thigh. Breathe in and out through your nose, trying to get tall and trying to pull the left knee towards your right armpit. Hang in there for 3, 2, 1. Gently unwind. Gently come out of the pose. And now we're going to try more of a dynamic pose. It's going to be good for your hamstrings. It's called the lying leg extension. So here we go. Lie on your back, nice and easy. Keep your left foot glued to the floor and bring your right knee up as high as possible to your chest. So you're going to use the muscles, your hip flexors, your low ab muscles. You're going to bring your knee as close to your chest as possible. Your knee might be here, that's okay. Your knee might be there, that's okay. However close you can get your knee to your chest using your muscles. Now from here, we're going to try to straighten the leg without moving your thigh. So let me demonstrate. Start to straighten your leg as much as you can without moving your thigh. So that's about as far as I can go today. Now bend my knee. Here's what not to do. Don't do this. Keep your knee close to your chest, and we'll just extend the leg about 5 times. So this is number 2. Bend the knee, but keep your thigh still. Straighten your leg. Only so far as your leg doesn't move, your thigh doesn't move. That's 2 or 3. This is going to be 3 or 4. And the next one's going to be 4 or 5. Concentrate on your quadriceps muscle. When you activate your quadriceps muscle, your hamstring muscle backs off, so to speak. Good. Easy, and then we'll switch. Right foot stays glued to the ground. Your bent left knee comes up as high as possible, whatever that means to you. You might even have your knee really close, closer than I have it. It's all good. Keep your thigh still, and let's extend the left knee a couple times. Here's 1. Go slow. Make sure you're still breathing. Here's 2. Focus on the quadricep so your hamstring releases. Here comes number 3. Try to keep your thigh still. It doesn't matter if you only move an inch, but just keep your movement as pure as possible, as honest as possible. This might be 4. And here comes the last one. Good. And now straight from here, let's just bring our knees to our chest. Don't pull really tight. Just kind of hang out and be loose. You can hold on to your kneecaps, or you can hold on under your kneecaps. One at a time. We'll let one foot touch the ground, then the other foot touch the ground. Bring your feet as close to your seat as possible, as long as it doesn't hurt your knees. Now we're going to try a very low bridge. Our chief instructor, Kathy, calls these drawbridges. Just very low. Feet flat on the ground, legs vertical. Breathing in and out through your nose. And all we're trying to do is rotate the pelvis. It's called a posterior pelvic tilt. Keep rotating the pelvis under and slowly start to peel your buttocks off the ground, then your hip bone off the ground, and then a few back bones off the ground. And only go so far as you can that your technique is correct. Double check that your shins are more or less vertical, feet stay flat on the ground. Steady breathing. Just keep working your way up. Now slowly reverse this position. So now you go back bones. Then you feel your hip bone. And then your buttocks. And then once you're safe on the earth, drag one leg flat on the ground, then the other leg. Bring your arms by your side, palms face up. Inhale. Exhale. Relax and close your eyes. And we'll just lie still for about 1 minute. Just breathe in and out through your nose. Let your tummy rise on the inhale Let your tummy rise on the inhale. Let your tummy drop on the exhale. And do your best to do nothing. Try not to tense any part of your body if that's possible. Just relax. Deep, soothing relaxation. And if it feels like it's time to get up, just bring your knees to your chest one more time. Slowly roll to the right. Slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. If it feels like you need to stay a little longer in resting pose, please do. Thank you so much for watching our video. I'd love to know how you're feeling, and I'd love to know what you thought of the practice. Please like this video and leave a comment below. Also, I'd love to hear about what types of videos you'd like to see on our channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our videos for a safe and efficient way to get strong and mobile. Go forth and be awesome.